What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week. This week I've been busy working on the one via bits and pieces, just finishing off stuff. Not really interested enough to video, so I've left it till Saturday, last minute as usual. But what I wanted to do today, while I had time, was to start reorganising the garage. The S14 is gone, so we have the one via in where the S14 was, and we have the BMTroubleU in the main bay. So I showed you a little bit on the BMW last week, but the plan with this is for practice days, for all that kind of stuff. It's not going to be a pro car, competition car, just very, very simple practice day car, caged and up to the spec of Drift Club. So Drift Club is the new name for Irish Grassroots Drifting Club, and I've been working with Hugh for a while. We've done a lot of his track days and stuff like that, so I want to make sure that it's up to the standard that he's looking for in the car, and I'll run you through as we're going along exactly what needs to be done to a car to bring out passengers for Drift Club. So there's already a good few bits and pieces done with the car. We'll start in the boot area here first. So we've got some of the boot cut out. A lot more can be done, and probably a bit of frame back here to protect it from getting crashes at the corner. There is a exhaust box on it, and it's been brought to the centre there, which is a really good idea because it stops it being hit off tyres and stuff at the corners. There's a firewall in there as well, but it's not the best sealed firewall I've ever seen, so it's probably going to need a little bit of work as well. When we go around to inside has a cage in it already, or the start of a cage, but it will need a bit of finishing off. So the material looks to be pretty good. It's the seamless steel, good thick material. Door bars are in there, but they haven't been fully welded around. There's no base plates underneath it. So the problem with it as it is it's probably more dangerous having this cage in than having no cage. So I'm going to have to finish the cage off, extend it out to the arches at the back, weld it to the floor, etc, etc. It does have a steering quickener in it. Steering quickener is not something I've ever used before. It just, the increases the amount of lock you get, or the amount of turns per turn on the steering wheel. So I don't know how I'm going to get on with that. It has a hydraulic handbrake in there already, but it does need a good bit of finishing off in the interior here to get it ready for go. Obviously 2 seats, one for us and one for the passenger. Under the bonnet, it's got the 2.8 litre straight 6, the BMW engine. It's supposed to be an Alpina engine. Whether that makes any real difference or not, I don't know. Has got a bigger radiator fitted, and it's got a header tank there, so a bit of work there. Obviously the biggest problem normally with BMW engines is the overheat, so the big rad should help there. It has some steering lock mods done already, or longer wishbones and bits and pieces, so the basics are there. It's up to me now to finish it off and get it up to spec, and we can get it out with Drift Club and see how we get on with it. So first order of business, I'd say, will be to start to strip it down, and we'll see what we're working with. One crusty wing. Well, that gives us a lot more room. What a horrible thing those check pins are. I couldn't get it out. I had to cut it with an angle grinder. But it gives us a lot more space to work. One of the other reasons I took off the door was because it was cut away inside and Perspex windows or Lexan windows, which on the driver and passenger door I absolutely hate. So I have doors on the shell outside, put them in, get my electric windows back going. Makes it a lot easier when you're dealing with heat, be able to let down a window. It's fantastic. So get on with the other side now, get that done. Show us our key there, man. That's fine.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh man! Woohoo! Oh yeah, there's no gearbox in it. I'm just looking at the engine doing this. Fan and savage. But she starts. Eventually. So that's it. I have as much work really as I'm going to get done on the car this week. We've got the doors off, we've got the wings off, we've got some windows out. We've been working on the interior, just getting some of the sound deadening and stuff out of here. Looks to be pretty solid, very happy with that. There's no real rust to speak of, which is great. A good solid shell. Obviously the engine starts, which is a great help. Found that the gearbox isn't bolted in, a lot of wiring issues there that need to be sorted out. So plenty of work to do on the car. Probably next is going to be the roll cage. I'm going to start making up boxes for the feet of the cage and get it actually welded into the shell and make up the bars going back to the arches, all that kind of stuff. So plenty of work to be done. You're probably not going to see an episode of the build next week, but I do have a No Grip Garages episode on the way. So hopefully I get that out to you next week. It being Christmas week, I don't expect to get a whole lot done in the car, but we'll see how we get on. In the meantime, very happy Christmas to you, Happy New Year, and we'll talk in the new year. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for watching all the episodes so far, and can't wait to show you more. Thanks very much. Well, how am I doing, Tommy? Hey. I'm hammering. Yeah. Wow.